So with Destiny 2 Lightfall, they've introduced the new commendations system, and I want to talk about it here in this video because it's both interesting, but also I think a little bit problematic and a little bit of a mess of a system right now, and there's just a mixed bag of things. So if you guys enjoy this one, stick around for more. Let me know in the comment section below, by the way, if you agree or disagree with kind of my take on the commendation system. I'm going to both explain it and, like I said, give my take on it, my thoughts and impressions, so it's going to be kind of like a mixed bag in that sense. So anyways, we're going to jump straight into this. We're not going to waste any time, but do let me know what you guys think of Lightfall so far, because I see a lot of mixed opinions on Lightfall as a whole, and all that. So let's jump into this. Now, the way you can access, the commendations tab is if you're going from your kind of main screen in orbit, you can click view journey, or you can just press the options button and you can go over one tab to journey. This is also where you're going to find guardian ranks, which we're going to talk about in a different video. This is also where you're going to find your seasonal challenges. Your triumphs are right here, your titles, and all that good stuff. And at the very top, you can see your commendations, which you can click on. So we're gonna click on that, and we're gonna take a look at it. Now, what doesn't make sense to me is that there's a lot of this that is seasonal, which again, commendations, it doesn't, like, to me, commendations has to do with you as a guardian, as a player. So I don't understand why anything is going to be reset. And we're gonna talk about that in just a second, but you can see that under the commendations tab, it's split up into 4 categories. There's ally, fun, mastery, leadership, and then there's different cards underneath each one. Now you can see that my personal commendation snapshot is that 80% of people think that I'm I guess a good ally, and 20% thought it was fun. But this is very random because no one actually put in any thought into it. No one thought, I'm gonna give this guy commendation for ally, or I'm gonna give this guy commendation for fun. Like, literally no one thought that out. For example, I got 4 over here, right? This one you get from Battlegrounds, Dares, Offensive, Vanguard, Ops, Empire, Nightmare Hunts. Same thing with this one, meaning whenever you finish a match, it gives you the choice, okay? So you can give a combination for either this one here, Thoughtful, or this one here, Joybringer. So if you click on someone's name, it'll give you the option, right? So that's kind of how it works. You get your kind of, after action report, it comes up, excuse me, and you can choose based on the activity. So there are different ones, right? So for under Ally, this one right here is going to be all non-match made higher difficult activities. This one here is going to be from raids and dungeons. This is going to be, like I said, all these other stuff that I don't want to repeat. This one's going to be from raids and dungeons as well. Again, all the stuff I don't want to repeat because it's a very long list. We got this one is from Crucible and Gambit. This one's just from Trials of Osiris. Then we get to Mastery. So this one's available only in Crucible. And then this one's in Gambit, this one's in Raids and Dungeons, this one's in Trials of Osiris. Then for Leadership, Raids and Dungeons, and then this one's Raids, Dungeons, and all non-match made higher difficulty activities. So there's different combinations that you'll have the option to give at the end of a match. And again, the way it works at the end of a match, if you push, let's say, the touchpad, if you're on PlayStation, it'll bring up the kind of the commendations screen. You'll see the 3 guardians if it's a fire team of 3, or 6 if it's a raid, and you can click on someone's name, or I guess 6 if it's also Crucible. You can click on someone's name, and you can click which commendation to give them. But again, the thing is that people are just doing this randomly, right? Again, no one thought, oh, this guy's fun, I'm gonna give him a commendation for being fun, or hey, this guy's a good ally, I'm gonna give him a comment. Like, no one thought it out, right? And it's you have such a little time, to such a small window in order to give a commendation anyways, that you don't really have much time to do it. And so people are just doing it really, really quick, and it's like, I'm just gonna give a commendation so I can increase my commendation score, because there's a challenge under Guardian ranks, which we'll talk about, like I said, in a different a different video. But under Guardian ranks, there's a challenge to increase your commendation score this season to 750. And from sending 11 commendations and receiving 5, my current score is 31. So you got to give a lot, and you got to receive a lot of commendations in order to get that score way up. And to get it to 750, you're going to need a lot of commendations, which again is problematic. But here's what's even more problematic. You can see if I hover over the commendation score tab, so basically over the score and over my name, it says that the score is the total of commendation points received and given via group activities this season. Upon reset, a small portion will carry over and be added to the new season. So basically, part of this score is going to be reset at the end of the season, which makes no sense to me, because this is supposed to be about your guardian, right? What kind of guardian are you? What kind of player are you in Destiny? If you want to have a seasonal section, I feel like under the commendations tab, there should be like something that I push R1 or L1, it brings me over to another tab, and it's like, okay, This is for Season of Defiance. This was my commendation. This is what my commendation kind of snapshot looked like. And then for this season, you know, so on and so forth. But to reset any of your score, you should have your grand total score that's across all seasons, and that doesn't change. But for this to be reset makes no sense. And again, it says it right there, a portion of your commendation score will carry over into season 21, but only a portion. How do they factor in what portion carries over, and why does it carry over? Like, how does that make any sense? How much carries over? This should be like my grand total across, you know, all seasons, and then there should be other tabs for that. But it feels like they just kind of threw this in, and it wasn't really very thought out very well. And furthermore, it does say that helping players with lower Guardian ranks gives you a bonus. But again, what I'm going to talk about in the Guardian ranks video, or it's probably already up by the time you guys see this, I don't know yet, is the fact that with Guardian ranks, almost everyone's going to be a level 6. Okay, most people are going to be level 6 for the most part. And getting to level 7 is going to be a mission and a half, and that's just 7, let alone getting all the way up to 10, 11. I think is the top one. So anyways, that's a whole other topic. But again, resetting this every season makes no sense. So I got 2 problems with the commendation system right now. I like the idea. I really do. I want to make that clear. I like the idea. I just think that they need to find a way to make it better. First of all, like I said, this score should absolutely remain the same and just grow season after season. If you want to see how much someone got in a season, have a specific tab under the commendations section where you can, you know, push R1 to see, okay, Season of Defiance, this was a snapshot for that, so on and so forth. And the second problem I have is, like I said, when you're giving people such a little time, people feel rushed on top of that. People are not really thinking it through. There's got to be a way to encourage people to think their process through, not just to give it for the point of giving it, right? To be like, okay, you know, I'm going to give it because of this, right? To at least add a little bit of thought to it. But as of right now, in my opinion, from my experience, the system is just like, okay, I'm gonna, you know, this activity is ending quick. I gotta give commendations to someone. I don't care what kind of commendation to give them. I just gotta do it really fast to get my commendation score up. Hurry before they leave and go to orbit, and I can't do it anymore, or something, you know. And then all of a sudden you're just giving random commendations to people. Like from my experience, all the commendations I gave to people were completely random. I didn't really think it through. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm just like, I have to do this quick before they leave the party, before they leave the fire team. And otherwise, I don't think you can give it after the fact, if I recall correctly. Correct me if I'm wrong. Anyways, so the commendations, it's a cool system, but it's very, 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 very basic, and I think it's pretty flawed as of right now. I think it could be a lot better. I think, like I said, I think it's a cool idea. I just think they need to flush it out and think it through a little bit better and make it a lot better than it is right now. So I wish it was more than what it is now, but it is what it is. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Why or why not? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on this topic. And if you enjoyed this one, stick around for more. I'll see you guys soon in another one. Till then, my friends, game on, and thanks for watching.